Hey everyone! Today's video is about what happens when your dog sees itself in the mirror, and spoiler alert, it's not self-love and deep introspection. Picture this: you're shuffling into the bathroom, towel wrapped like a champion, and your dog is right behind you. Suddenly bam, it freezes, eyes wide, ears on high alert. There's another dog in the room, and it is not playing around. Cue the confusion, growling, and the awkward sideways glances. You probably won't survive this emotional roller coaster without laughing or cringing at least once. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you really like what I do here. And tell me where you're watching from. Drop your location and local time in the comments. Now, turn off the lights, maybe turn on the fan for some soothing nose, and let's watch today's video. So, here we go. Your dog stares into the mirror. You can almost hear the internal monologue. Why is that other dog copying me? Is this some kind of trick? Is that ... me? Nah. I've never looked at ridiculous chewing air. Most dogs don't pass the so-called mirror test, a psychological test designed to gauge self-awareness. Apes, dolphins, and some birds can do it. Dogs, not so much. Instead, they rely heavily on scent and movement. And since mirrors don't smell like anything and don't bark back, your dog is officially mind-blown. It's not that your dog is dumb. Dogs just prioritize survival over existential crises. That mirror dog, it's weird, silent, and mimics their every move. Suspicious. If you startle easily, you'll relate. Especially if you've ever waved at your reflection in a dark window and then apologized. Now, some dogs totally ignore mirrors after the first freakout. Others go full MMA mode, growling, lunging, barking in disbelief. You're just brushing your teeth, and now there's a WWE smackdown happening at your ankles. This is the same creature who ate a sock and called it lunch. Fun fact: the first recorded mirror used in dog behavior studies was in 1885 in Germany. A bulldog named Max reportedly growled at his reflection, then sulked under a table for 2 days. Dogs' dramatic sense forever. And here's the twist: one dog in Ohio learned to use the mirror to sneak up on the cat. Stealth level. Ninja. You have to respect the hustle. So your dog's already suspicious of mirrors, but now things get weird. You take them to the groomer, a place they already rank somewhere between vet and vacuum cleaner, and there it is, the full-length mirror of doom. You can see your pawpaws mid-tail wag, staring at that wet, foamy doppelganger like it's about to steal their identity. The groomer smiles nervously. You back away slowly. Dogs have had a long, bizarre relationship with their own reflections even before mirrors were invented. Ancient Egyptians famously buried their dogs with jewelry, food, and yes, shiny metal plates. Not because dogs were vain, but because early mirrors were made from polished bronze or obsidian. Picture it: your dog reincarnated in 1500 BC, staring into a cloudy slab of metal, trying to figure out if that scruffy reflection stole their goat. Fast forward a few thousand years and you get Senator Barkington, a Chihuahua in Argentina who spent 11 years barking at his reflection in a hallway mirror every single day. His owners never stopped him, they just started charging guests to watch. Mirror hour became a neighborhood ritual. You can't make this stuff up. Meanwhile, back at the groomers, your dog is now making direct eye contact with their reflection, tongue hanging out like they're flirting with a stranger. And then oh no, they start humping the air in the mirror while maintaining eye contact. There are kids in the waiting room. You whisper, "Stop it," like that'll help. It doesn't. Now let's sprinkle in a real nightmare: the haunted groomer incident of 1999. A grooming salon in Portland had a wall of mirrors installed for aesthetic enhancement, but dogs began refusing to enter the room. Some shook violently. One golden retriever refused to pee for 3 days afterward. Turns out the mirrors were creating weird light echoes and infrared bouncing, basically a sensory overload for dogs. The mirrors were removed. The salon now uses plants. Dogs rejoice. And you're realizing your dog might never get mirrors. But that doesn't stop them from having the most dramatic reactions possible, like Oscar-worthy performances. That time they bowed to their reflection. Pure theater. But hey, if humans had to sniff each other's utts to recognize friends, we'd also be a little suspicious of reflections. So the mirror saga continues, and now your dog's decided it's time to fight back. No more cautious side eyes or puzzled head tilts. Today, they puff their chest, do a little play bow, and slam one paw dramatically at their reflection like they're about to duel their evil twin in a medieval anime. Honestly, you're impressed, and also hiding your phone because your camera roll already has 47 blurry shots of mirror mayhem. Here's the thing: when dogs play bow to their own reflection, it's no recognition. It's invitation. They see movement. They react. It's like that one time in 17th century France when King Louis XIV ordered his guards to practice fencing in front of giant mirrors to improve their form. Fancy humans were literally training by fighting themselves. Dogs are just keeping tradition alive, only with less choreography and more drool. You walk by with your coffee and boom, your dog startles at their reflection like it's new every time. It's a cycle: curiosity, suspicion, rage, shame. Then curiosity again. You try covering the mirror. They whine. You uncover it. They bark. You put peanut butter on the glass just to change the vibe. Now you have a smear of regret and a dog licking its twin like they're long-lost lovers. Cute, gross, very dog. And sometimes the mirror fights back. No, really. There was a trend a few years ago where people set up mirrors on the floor to watch their dogs react. One Shiba Inu did a full backflip after seeing its own butt move. A husky in Japan screamed full voice and then tasked ass so loud it scared itself into knocking over a vase. Somewhere, a cat watched silently, judging. But not all reactions are hilarious. Some dogs get anxious, tail tucked, whining, pacing. To them, the mirror dog is a silent, rude houseguest who won't leave. This is why some trainers recommend avoiding mirrors in puppy zones. Emotional development is hard enough without the stress of thinking you're being silently stalked by your own clone. Still, you've come to love these moments, the weirdness, the wonder, the little flashes of what the heck that remind you your dog's brain is wired completely differently. Like that time your dog growled at the closet door for 20 minutes, only to realize it was open the whole time. The mirror doesn't lie, but it does confuse, entertain, and occasionally traumatize. And now, a little wind down before we go. Your dog, stretched out on the floor, is finally calm. The mirror is still there, quietly reflecting the room, waiting for its next cameo. The lights are low, the fans humming softly, and your four-legged chaos agent is breathing slow and steady. Maybe, just maybe, they're dreaming of that other dog, the one who moves the same, blinks at the same time, but never makes a sound. Whatever the mirror means to them, it doesn't matter right now. Peace has returned, at least until morning. End of script. Thanks for following along.